everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the all-new Nissan Z with the manual transmission. And with that being said, let's just get right into the video. So under the hood, we have a twin-turbo 3-liter V6 that goes through a 6-speed manual transmission. Power outputs are 400 horsepower and then 350 pound-feet of torque. You guys can see the bracing there on the center, and of course it says V6 twin-turbo. Cool display overall, but there you go. Now, first off, this one is finished in Syrian blue. I'm probably not pronouncing that properly, so we're just going to call this color Bluetiful because it's bright blue and it's beautiful. Anyways, you guys can see here with the body lines there on the center of the hood, definitely a distinctive thing with the new Z. I love that. And then you can see here on the fender as well. And then coming down below, you guys can see the daytime running lights that wrap around the headlights. Definitely a cool aesthetic. We've got parking sensors here on the front end. Notice how we have the Nissan logo front and center, and then you guys can see the grille here. This is something that has been a little bit controversial. Apparently, I don't know why, because I think it looks fine. But yeah, overall, I think that Nissan did a great job with the styling here on the new Z, and it looks great in blue. So coming around the side here, we've got two 55mm tires wrapped around 19-inch wheels in the front, and then two 75mm tires wrapped around 19-inch wheels in the back. And then you guys can see from a design perspective, the wheels look really cool. These are lightweight alloy wheels, if you're wondering. And then since this is a performance version of the Z, you have the upgraded brakes. And the red with the brake caliper definitely contrasts nicely to the overall blueness of this particular car. Now notice here with the mirrors, how those are blacked out. And then we have the two-tone roof with the double bubble design there at the top, and then notice the Z logo off to the side. And here's your full side view. Again, very clean, not a bunch of fake vents and all that like on other cars in this segment. So there you go. Now here's our key fob. Notice we got the Nissan logo there at the top. We have our lock function and then the unlock function as well. And we'll just press that. And then to open up the hatch, you just press this and that pops it. And then you can just pop the hatch up the rest of the way yourself. You guys can see here with the bracing in the rear, and this is an interesting situation. So we got the Z logo here, and we have like tons of carpeting. So we have this layer, and then we have another layer underneath. Wait for it. And then we have another layer underneath, and then you have like the storage space underneath. So it's lots of coverings there in the back. But other than that, that's the hatch area. And so when you're done, you just gotta pop it back down. Now let's finish things up with the rear of the Z, so you guys can see the spoiler that comes with the performance version. And then we have the retro style taillights here, and then notice parking sensors on the rear. We've got our Nissan logo with the white print and then the Z logo as well. And then you guys can see here it's all blacked out the bottom, and then we have the exhaust tips here. And I noticed that the manual, this is the manual, is a little bit quieter than the automatic from an exhaust perspective. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it just seems to be that way. And other than that, again, love the retro styling, love the wide hips on the back end as well. It definitely looks cool. Now here is the front door panel. You guys can see it's soft touch here at the top, and then we have a mix of leather and Alcantara here for the armrest area. Definitely looks and feels nice. We've got automatic windows here for the front passengers. You got the mirror adjustments. We have the cool door handle here. There's a quick look at the mirrors themselves. And here are the seats. So you have the full leather headrest. Now this has the black interior, which is a little bit more neutral. I'm sure a lot more people are going to order this because, again, more neutral from a color perspective. But I think the black and the red looks really cool. And then they have a blue interior too, which would also be cool. But anyways, Alcantara here in the center. Notice it's kind of like got perforations there all down the center. Really nice bolstering. Got some adjustments there on the side, Z logo. And then you got more adjustments here. And then of course we have our 3-pedal layout with the nice dead pedal. Another Z logo, stability control, and, well, let's pop in. So here's the steering wheel, and look how nice this is. And you guys can see the stitching there on the center portion. Got the Z logo again. This does have adaptive cruise control, which is pretty interesting. Again, it's manual transmission. Some controls for center stack, volume controls, turn signal, light stock, windshield wiper stock, and, well, that's the steering wheel. Now here's the center gauge cluster. Now, I don't know if I'm posting the manual review first or the automatic review first, but the manual was showing like 11 miles per gallon, whereas this is showing almost 18 miles per gallon. I don't know why there's such a big difference. But again, these are both pre-production cars, so I don't think that this is going to be like final fuel economy. But as you can see, different bits of info here on the car itself. And then with the manual, you don't have drive mode. So with the automatic, you have basically like your normal drive mode, and then you have a sport mode. This you don't. You just are always in sport mode, I suppose, which is pretty cool, right? I love how we have the cool analog gauges here at the top again to kind of play with that retro styling theme that the Z is all about, and there you go. Now here's the center infotainment system. First off, we're gonna pop it into reverse. You guys can see we've got a backup camera with trajectory lines that do turn with the steering wheel. You can see resolution solid on that. Now as for the rest of the infotainment system, you can see we've got navigation. You've got these buttons here at the bottom, and response time with the screen itself is really solid. So if you guys have seen my reviews on other Nissans, then you'll know all about this screen. So easy to use. It's not the biggest version of the screen, but it's like very nicely integrated into the dash, and it responds well. It's easy to use. And there you go. So we've got our analog controls for the climate system, single zone climate. You got some storage space there, and then some USB ports, and then you can see the stop start button. And then this does have a rev match for the 6-speed manual. And well, you guys can see here. And also that's how you get in reverse, push down and over for reverse function. So again, down and over. So pretty simple setup. And yeah, just love the notchiness of the shifter. It just feels absolutely fantastic. Got some heated seats here, and then you can see that's to open up the hatch in the rear. Then you got your cup holder, and then notice the brake here, and then with the center console, well, the button's right there. Man, I just reviewed one of these, and you think I know where the button is, but apparently I don't. Another cup holder too. Nice padding here on the top, and then notice on the dash how it kind of connects in a line. And then you can see the glove box as well. And popping up here to the top, you can see that double bubble roof design, all black headliner, and well, there you go. Well, let's talk about visibility quickly before we set off. So here's your visibility of the hood, both of the mirrors, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And brake down, first gear. Let's set off. Mentioned before I put something funny over the gauge cluster for today's video. I'm not going to be doing any talking because I can't give driving impressions until an embargo is lifted, but I can drive the car. I just can't show the gauge cluster, and so like I'll just drive the car, not talk, let you guys kind of listen to it and see it. And so it'll be an interesting driving review. My full review will come out once the embargo's lifted. And so with that being said, well, let's get into it. that's gonna sum things up for our non-driving impressions, driving review. So hopefully that helps you guys out in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, actual driving impressions will be coming once the embargo is lifted. And yeah, other than that, hopefully you enjoyed the, well, the 2 separate driving areas, again with no driving impressions. Gotta keep emphasizing that, because I'm a rule stretcher, not a rule breaker. There's a big difference. And so yeah, that's all. That's gonna sum things up for our video on the all new Nissan Z. And with that being said, I will see all of you in that next video.